So we're recording, and let me just make sure that it does it while it's minimized. It does do it while it's minimized. Welcome to the dinner debauchery, you cocksuckers. Fuck you. I'll eat your children.
What a weird way to start.
You know what? We are going to start this way. Fuck
But
it.
I'm only hitting on the left.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Yeah, we just got some new technology, motherfuckers. So welcome to the Den of Debauchery, everyone. We're stepping up our game here. You guys were not ready for it, but we have advanced our technology, so now we can play the intro. I could play it again right now if I wanted to.
Do it, I dare you.
It's the press of one button. I don't give a shit. Welcome to the Den of Debauchery, Derek. Welcome to it. That's my voice you're listening to, while also listening to this voice.
Along with the amazing music.
Yeah, this is the beautiful music. All right, fuck yeah. I love it. Don't challenge me. I'll fucking do shit. And that brings me to the next point, which we're going to wait to get into it, but we have the jingle for Shit We Hate, finally. Somebody made one for us. We have it.
Do you have his name? Do you remember?
Play it. It's a fan of ours, the same fan that wanted me to tell that story about that awful, awful bitch from the army.
Guy named Kevin, right?
Yeah, Kevin. It's his brother. So my favorite thing about it is that he just pulled like us talking and sent it to him, and he was like, "Hey man, like this is choppy and like they keep talking after. Do you have a cleaner soundbite?" And his response was, "Oh no, it's a shitty show. Like they have like their editing is like horrible. Like they don't care." And and I was like, "Hey, we're working on it and improving." And so I could have sent him a cleaner soundbite, and I just decided, you know what?
Also, yeah, fuck this guy, man.
Fuck it. I don't want to send a cleaner soundbite. We'll just we'll live and let live.
He's also going after your editing.
Yeah, he's talking shit about my editing, which is really not cool, man. Not a big fan of you right now.
Right,
so
here's a
check your tone,
soundbite
Kevin.
for you.
Here's a soundbite. Fuck you, Kevin. I should list your full name. I should blow your spot up, but I won't. All right. So, speaking of that woman, speaking of her, so we just got an update from a former fellow soldier of mine that we used to be in the same unit. He listened. I didn't even know he listened, so that was interesting to find out. He shoots me up and says, "Hey, I have a follow-up to that story." And
Which story are you talking about from the last podcast?
Yeah, the army one. I said, speaking of...
That army bitch.
Yeah. I said, speaking of her, I have an update. So he messaged me, said, I got some follow-up information. He goes, the father was actually, a member of this team and gave me his name. He goes, yeah, he was actually my roommate. And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, now, hold on. Is he the father or do we think he's the father? And he goes, baby looks exactly like him. And then sent a picture of the baby and like his old roommate. And I was like, okay. And I was like, that's hilarious. And he goes, she was fucking like 3 people in the HHC tent.
I don't know what that
while
is.
we were in Kuwait. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's just, it's a certain unit. And like she was going to their tent and she was having sex in the tent with like everybody there. And it was like, they have day shift and night shift, and all the night shift people would be like, we're being woken up during their sleep cycle. And so our first sergeant received a complaint about it, and she gets pulled from PT in the morning, and this dude and his chief were sitting on the other side of this T-wall, like this barrier, and they don't know it, but they can hear everything that they're saying. And he's like, hey, are you going into that tent over there? And she's basically like, yes. And his basic response is, find a different place to fuck. You're bothering people. And tells me, that's when he sent me the picture of the kid, and I was just laughing my ass off about it. And he confirmed for me that she definitely got pregnant, like, at the beginning of the deployment with the timing. Like, he reminded me of the timeline. So... I mean, yeah, got her out of there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything smart about this girl.
Well,
let's veer away from giving her any type of compliment.
I want you to finish, and then I want to, I want to talk to the people.
That's what she
after
said.
You're done finishing.
That's what she said.
The story.
Okay. That's the whole story. That's the update. But just knowing that he knew about 3 during the deployment. I knew of a few before we even left for deployment.
Good for her,
And
man.
she says that the kid's, a dead ringer for this guy, but still, like, a sheer numbers game. This is like Mamma Mia times 3. Like, there is a lot of opportunity for there to be a Maury episode on this. Go ahead.
Well,
whatever you were going to say.
My thing is you are refusing to let me talk to her. Or
Absolutely.
to even get in contact
I
with
do
her.
not want to. I do not want this
You're-
woman brought back into my life in any form or fashion.
Your defense was like, well, let's bring in past relationship. It wasn't a relationship with you guys. It was a fling. You want to bring in some flings for mine? Sure. But I just want to talk to her. Let's have a little conversation.
No.
I feel like she would provide
Absolutely
a
not.
lot of entertainment for me.
I'm not doing it.
Like, I feel like I could
I'm not
fuck with.
doing
That would be one of the people that you could, like, fuck with. And, like, she wouldn't know that you're fucking with her.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
You could put shit over her head
Right.
for sure. That you actually bring up a good point. You could be like, having a little trouble hearing you. The horse says what? She's like, what? I'm like, no. Horse says what? What? I'm like, exactly. Thank you for the call. Beep.
Like, you could insult her, and then she'd be like, are you trying to say this? Be like, no, actually what I'm saying
no.
make up something completely ridiculous, and then she, oh, well.
No,
yeah,
when I said
guess.
when I said dumb cunt, that's actually Latin for beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like we could do that. See, she would be a lot of fun.
She's too dumb to look up Latin. We could definitely pull that shit over on her. I like it. Okay. Tell you what, I'll call her right now.
No.
I've had her. We've actually been in contact for ever since. I'm still in love with her. Shoot.
Well, that is the common theme, that you are still in love with every girl
I tried
that's
to
ever
raise
played
that
you.
dude's baby as my own. They wouldn't let me.
You don't want the nicotine baby?
I don't care if it's not mine. Yeah. The nicotine woman.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm super excited to share this with you. I found this the other day, and it is possibly the hardest I have left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go ahead and give a brief explanation of what it is, but without giving away any detail. I'll play it for you. Then I'll explain to the listening audience what exactly just happened, and then I'll play it again so that you can laugh again. So basically, I was watching a porn, trying to make some white,
Right.
tickling my pickle, trying to
shoot some ropes.
Get my little pants penis to sneeze a little bit.
Yep. A little bit of baby gravy.
Yeah, mixing up a batch of human chowder.
Damn it.
So as I'm watching this porn, it's a pretty good one. And I will explain it very shortly. Basically, the woman breaks character, and I've never seen it happen. They're in the heat of the moment, and she breaks character and does something that, like, lets you know that, like, oh shit, this is a real moment. And I did not expect it, because I don't think I've ever seen it in porn before.
Well, the thing is you said you're seeing it. So is it audible or?
It's audible.
Okay.
You'll understand.
All right.
So I will go ahead and I have it queued up right now.
Take myself to that place. I'm closing my eyes.
Close your eyes.
Yep.
Get ready.
I need my protein after my workout, baby. Hey!
So
Okay. No, hold on. So you're watching a workout porn. She was her trainer is giving her the D. Okay.
yes,
She needs a protein shake.
she needs protein after her workout.
And then was that a dog in the background?
Yes.
So the dog, and then she's like, "Hey!"
And she yells at it. Now you only yell at it if it's your dog, I think. So there's a lot of questions to this. One, there's a lot of layers. One, it's just hilarious that she would break character like that after delivering that line. She's literally into it to where she's saying, "Oh, I need my protein after my workout." Hey! Like, that's funny in itself. But then you realize,
It's her dog on set.
so did she bring the dog
Yes.
to set?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this her place?
Oh, shit. No, I bet it's too nice. Was the workout, like, clearly staged? All the equipment and shit? Or
It looks like every workout porn you've ever seen.
right, yeah, it's
Where
staged.
there's a few balls, there's some dumbbells, a bench, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a yoga mat, yeah. It looks the exact same.
So
sure.
no, she brought her dog to work.
Okay, so she brings her dog to work, and then right after delivering that line, she yells out. I've never seen it before. I've seen people like you can tell that they're upset.
With
Like,
the,
you
with
know
the cum
that they-
shot or something.
Yeah, you can tell, but they still stay in character, or that's part of the bit. It's part of the thing where they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you would do this. I told you not my hair," but that's the theme. So they're still acting like they're in it.
Right.
I have never seen somebody break character and to yell at a dog, especially not after
After a nice
After-
protein.
after begging for the protein.
I need my protein after my workout, baby. Hey!
Oh, and then she goes right back and
Right back into it.
You know what? I tell you what. She is a fucking actress.
She's a professional.
That's right.
You cannot take that away
You
from her.
can't break her concentration.
She is 100% professional.
Yeah.
But no, if she was professional, she would have ignored the dog. Because yelling at a dog will make it be quiet for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but the thing is
That
like
dog is going to come back barking even louder. I
it's the
guarantee you.
director's fault because he kept it in that and said, "Let's ship this to fucking production."
No, it's my baby. I bring my baby everywhere.
Oh yeah, and I bet the dog was like a fucking one you could fit in a purse.
Oh, I guarantee it sounds like a little dog. I guarantee I Need My Protein is going to be a soundbite that I isolate. It's just like, oh man, I'm so hungry. I need my protein. That is happening.
I think what we'll do
100%.
is we'll get every guest to talk about working out, and then you'll play "I need my protein for after my workout." we'll always. So you look like a pretty fit guy, or you
Or whenever somebody's getting loud, I'll just play her going, "Hey, shut it!"
I like that. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, I enjoy that.
Dude, I started like, I still have that fucking same cough that I recorded with. I started laughing and like coughing, so like I'm in the middle.
He was coughing
I'm in the
and
middle.
coming, and he was just it was
No,
everything. It was a mess.
No, I didn't get there because I had to stop. But I'm in the middle of jerking off, and I start laughing my ass off, and then I'm just like, and then that starts making me laugh harder because I realize it's looking at my dick in my hand. So it's a cycle that keeps feeding itself because I'm laughing at myself for like choking. And then laughing at her, and it's still playing. So like every time I hear her talk, I still like laugh again and then cough again.
My aunt, the first text she sent me after this last podcast was, "Who is dying on the microphone?" And I was like, "Yale," and he refused to edit it out.
Well, I got sick of pausing. Like you guys didn't hear it, but I paused that sucker like at least 8 different times just so I could let out a coughing fit, and I eventually just got so like I couldn't.
Yeah, but you told me you were like giving me the
I was like,
signal to just keep going.
I was like, just keep going.
I'm like,
I
you are
can't do it
drowning out everything I'm saying. I
like,
cannot just go.
And the thing, like, it comes in loud. I wasn't even coughing anywhere near the microphone. Like, nowhere near the mic. I was very far away from it, faced away, 3 feet away from the mic, and it's still just the loudest thing in the room.
The room we typically do it in is pretty echoey, though.
I know. This one I actually kind of like because of the way that
It's
we're
a dungeon.
in. Yeah, we're in my bedroom right now, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the magic happened on the bed right behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, right behind me is a mattress with no sheet on it because I'm doing very well for myself.
If people, we should take this picture and
No.
and put it on.
Absolutely not.
Because
Absolutely not. It'd be the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
We are going to take a picture just because I want people to see what shirt I'm wearing.
It
I'm
could
not
be-
going to reveal it. I'm not
It
going
could
to
be
reveal
a
it.
struggling comedian picture. Just taking a picture of your room.
Yeah. And be like, I didn't even get to the part where it's above my parents' living room. It's so sad. My life is so tragic.
And this is the reason, people, that you need to support the camo. Okay. Okay.
Motherfucker.
STC.
Yep, our new sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by STC.
Thank you. We need
Suck
to do the
that
read.
cock. Suck that cock, Derek.
That's not what I don't think they're gonna appreciate.
That's what it stands for, isn't it?
No,
Oh, I
they're
forget.
not. They're not gonna appreciate that. You're gonna have to take that out.
Are they gonna pull sponsorship?
They might.
Oh,
That's why you gotta edit it out. If I listen to this on Wednesday and it's not edited out, we can just kiss that sponsorship goodbye.
You just guaranteed that it stays in. Every time you challenge me.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, all right.
Every time
yeah.
you challenge me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yale wants to stay broke.
Exactly. You know what?
I was
You know what?
popping.
You know what? I don't want to hear your voice anymore.
All right.
What else do you want to talk about? I know you had a list of things here.
Okay. Yeah. What was okay, so the next topic that I had actually was so I find this I'm currently cleaning this disaster of a room that we are sitting in, trying to get prepped for moving out on my own, you know, baby bird finally flying out of the nest. And I find this shirt that I remember like my dad let me borrow like on a cold day, but like years ago. And like it's super old. It's like it's clearly from the 80s. It's got like some stripe across the middle, and like they have like looks like a Walmart special, just a poorly done sweater, and it was black, but then the old crappy part of the black material had faded into like a light gray. It's so old. Like this thing is from the 80s, and I am from the 90s. Like this shirt is older than me, and I bring it downstairs. I'm like, and threw it on the chair, and Dad's like, "What's this?" I was like, "That's your shirt." He goes, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." He goes,
Clearly.
"That's not." He's like, "That's not my shirt." I was like, it must be yours because it's not mine." And I was like, "This shirt is older than I am. It's not my shirt." And I've after the Butch League debacle, I've started like backing off on arguing with my dad. Because
I hear you.
when he was convinced that the phrase was "this is Butch League," and I'm trying to show him Google results on my phone, and he basically just holds it up like a monkey that's never seen the technology before, like, oh, I don't care what that thing says. That thing's not right. So then he takes 35 minutes to search the word Butch League, because he pecks with one finger at a time and then squints at it, and has to hold it like as far as physically possible away from his face, and then says, "Haha, see, look, this has results too."
See?
And Butch League is some like card game that people play or
Doesn't matter,
something.
it's a real thing.
He's like, "See, told
Yep.
you." And I was like, "That's not. No, it says that you're wrong." He's
I'm
like,
absolutely
"Nope,
on your dad's
I looked
side."
for it, and it's there. It's a thing." And I was like,
It is
so,
a thing.
So ever since then, I've tried not to argue. So I just said, "Okay, fine. It's your shirt." And he was just like, "I mean, it's not," and I was like, "It's fine. I'll throw it away." He goes, "I mean, I'll take it." I was like, seems like a good shirt.
Seems
It looks like it'd be
perfectly good
warm."
shirt,
And
yeah.
I'm just thinking, it's like, dude, I know exactly 3 facts to be true in this fucking world. Number 1, Post Malone is the ugliest son of a bitch I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Number 2, I am going to die alone.
Hopefully.
And number 3, this is your fucking shirt. There are only 3 certainties in this world, and those are all it. Oh, and Epstein didn't kill himself.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've seen so many memes about it.
Jeremy Epstein was the pedophile that was set to testify and identify a bunch of high-profile members of government and high society. And the cameras just happened to malfunction. And he happened to strangle himself while on suicide watch. Some other versions is that he was taken off suicide watch, but even already after he had apparently tried to kill himself. So just a very unfortunate series of events that led to his demise. You know, no one can be blamed.
Well, that sounds real upsetting. You know.
Yeah, and people were like arguing back and forth like politics is like, oh yeah, well guess what? you're lucky because, you know, Trump was on that plane, and like, oh, you guys are lucky because, you know, Clinton was on that plane. I think we can all agree pedophiles need to die. I feel like that's like the one thing
Not where I thought you were going to take it.
that most of America can still agree on.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing that would be like, I'm like, fuck Trump, fuck Bernie, fuck this, fuck that, fuck pedophiles. Oh yeah. I'm with you on that one.
I thought you were going to take it in a whole different direction that was going to be twisted. And,
What's that?
Well, you know, because what did you say? You said we're lucky because Trump was on that, right? And then we're lucky because but that's what you said, right?
No, it was two people arguing like you're lucky because
I know. Okay. And then I thought you were going to go, and we could all agree that the children were lucky ones on that plane.
Exactly. Like, it's like Dave Chappelle's joke. And like, I mean, if you're going to get molested, like, that's the first time
Like
he
the
had sex was
president of
with
the United
Michael
States?
Jackson. Exactly.
That's huge.
Yeah, you got deflowered by POTUS? Holy
Right,
shit, son.
exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world. That golden eagle hair. those fishy lips.
I mean,
I
there's nothing
still
that
have
says,
his spray tan on the back of my neck.
There's nothing that says.
We're just calling him a pedophile for no reason.
There's nothing that says freedom like Trump's hair. I mean, it just does whatever the fuck it wants.
No, it has to be kept in a very strict manner to cover up his bald. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you wouldn't just go bald at that point. Nobody agrees that looks better.
Or just wear a wig. And
Nobody
just,
agrees
like,
that
wear
looks
bracelet.
better.
No.
Like, he could literally pay a crew of people to fucking glue his wig on every day, and the story that he wears a wig would be less bad than just looking at that fucking hairdo every day.
Yeah. Could you?
It's so bad.
Have we ever had a bald president? I mean,
I'm sure we have.
I know back in the day that they used to like
I'm
be
sure
bald
we
and then
have.
wear those wigs, but
No, but I'm sure we've had one. That's an interesting question. And it's funny that I can't even think of one off the top of my head.
I think we need to put a bald man in the White House.
Hey, I'm putting a call out to all the fans. Do your research, guys. Let us know if there's a bald president, because I have Google, but
that's your job.
that sounds hard.
Yeah.
Look, I worked hard enough.
That's their
Look,
job.
I was hard at work, jerking my gherkin, you know.
For this podcast though, 'cause
Exactly.
you got something out of it.
So I was hard at work doing that for you listeners. It's time for you to contribute.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we still don't have enough views on the kitten video.
I know
We are getting close though.
they don't want
But the number of new subscribers
that really
might be
helps.
enough.
Yeah,
Might be enough.
because
to
I know
top
that what was it 3 or 4 that we're up to. That's 40 right there.
it. No, we're up to 42. We have 42.
No, I mean 4 or 3 that it was like.
Oh, 40 points. No, dude, we were at 34 when we started this.
Shut up. I
We
guess
have
I didn't really
8.
pay attention.
We have 8 new subscribers.
Wouldn't that be enough?
It's
That's 10 points.
hold
per-
on. Let's do the math. We were trying to get to 100. We have 60. We do have enough.
Yeah.
We have more than enough.
Well, we have at least 10 points more because I said 70, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
subscriber was
subscribers are
1
why. Just alone, we have subscribers.
We did it. We did it.
And you guys just saw, this was Yale figuring it out live on the podcast.
Okay, small confession. I knew that we had more than enough. I was trying to get more views on that fucking video.
You're a liar.
I was really butthurt that way when I was like, "Hey guys, help us out," and then like we had like 20 some views after like a day, and I was
They
like,
all
"Oh,
say,
oh,
all of our,
I made it shorter, not to waste your time. Help us."
I
But
know.
honestly, so we have the required number of views. You agreed to it, which means that we will be doing the competition. The competition will include events such
will
as
include but not limited
speed, hot wing eating,
to. Speed?
hot wing. Yeah, you
I
have to.
didn't think of it. I thought it was just like,
No. We're not just gonna
Okay.
punish ourselves. It has to be an event. Like you have
Alright.
to eat the wings the fastest.
oh.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
otherwise. How do you win? How do you win that contest?
oh, it get like, kind of like, hot ones where it gets like progressively hotter and then you just tap out, which
Oh, that's a good
that's
idea.
that's what I
actually.
thought, but
That's-
I mean, I'm going to tap out
Yeah.
way earlier than you. but
Yeah.
I want to see
okay,
you
so
struggle.
no. Okay, so that's a fair point. Since I do have a better tolerance for spicy, we'll do a speed eating. That way, you know,
Yeah.
it's somewhat more fair for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem is like we have to tailor. Like he's so weak,
Yeah.
like physically, emotionally, psychologically,
Right.
that like we have to tailor this contest so that he has a chance, and it's very difficult. Like I wanted to be like, hey, let's just play a game of pickup basketball. I'm like, hey, let's tie our own shoes. Let's
Right.
let's dress ourselves.
Mhm.
Let's wipe our own ass.
Hey,
and
man.
and he's like, I can't do any of these things.
Hey, like okay, I hear you on that, but let me, you know, you saw me get that rock out of my shoe earlier. You saw me bending, right?
Yeah, that was true. He was able to pull a rock out of his own shoe.
Yep.
I almost shit myself.
I know.
I was not expecting it.
Okay,
I was not
so-
ready for it.
So, in other words, you know that I'm flexible now,
I do.
at least enough that if you keep talking your smack, I will drive my knee into the side of your jaw and shatter it
First,
with an upward motion to the side of your goddamn face, of your stupid face, where you don't have.
so you're gonna do an upward motion to the side of my face?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna drag your head down while pulling my knee upward. So.
Okay, but how are you gonna hit the side of my face? You'd hit my chin. If any, let's pretend that any of this is
It's-
actually in the realm of possibility.
No, it is.
Let's get the physics down first.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get a hold of me first?
I'm just gonna grab your head
Okay.
and pull it down, and you're gonna go, "Oh, I've done this before." You know, get it?
Naturally, my mouth will open. Instinct will kick in. And I'll be like, here we go again.
I was in the army after all.
Yeah, taking that big green weenie. So they call, because nobody fucks you harder than the army.
Or Miss No Name.
So that just made me think of, so right before I showed up to my unit, they had this like little backstory. We showed up and our platoon was like, you know, each platoon and company, like they have their own like mascot or like theme, you know, just like you guys are the Blue Devils, like
Right.
units do the same thing. So our platoon were the Black Rhinos, and I found out that the reason was like one day these guys are sitting there and they're just like, being in this unit is just like every day just getting fucked by this giant black rhino, and you know that it's gonna happen, but you still can't escape it, and this big black rhino was just every fucking time that would be come up to like make new mascots, it'd be like, no, we're gonna stick with the Black Rhinos. And because nobody fucks you harder than the army, and nobody got fucked more than my company by the big black rhino. Big black dicks.
Is there really a black rhino in the world?
Yeah, there's I think there's black and white rhinos in Africa.
Are you just bullshitting right now? Are you just?
I don't
doing
think
that thing where
they're
you
I
just-
don't think they're actually black in skin. I think that's their name
Oh.
because that species covers themselves in mud. If I'm not mistaken.
Did-
This could be total bullshit. This is another
it
thing for the
sounds
listeners
like
to
a
go.
lot of bullshit. That you're
No,
throwing.
this is. I am not wrong in this completely. This is something that I watched within the last 2 years. I saw this on some Discovery Channel video.
There is a 20% truth of this.
The fact that a certain species of rhino covers themselves in mud and appears black is fact. And the rest I am pretty sure about.
I filled in the blanks.
I am
I woke up.
I am relatively
Discovery
certain.
I fell asleep watching Discovery Channel, and I woke up and I saw a rhino in mud, and I filled in the blank.
I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
I feel really good about my chance. The black rhinos are the ones with the wet mud, and the white rhinos are the one with the dried dirt on them. I'm still pretty sure that I'm right, but
All right.
we'll see. All right,
All right. I say fuck transitions. This one. What's next?
we're going to shit we hate.
Oh.
Yep. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, and
the
you-
shitty one with us like still talking.
I know.
Like we could have such a better one, but
our
I think
editing
it's
is shit. Apparently.
I think the story is so much funnier. Like eventually we're gonna upgrade and like keep improving, but the story is so much funnier if it's if it's like just a shitty intro. Like I mean, I'll tell you what, man. If you're out there and you want to make a better one, you can make a better one. So.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down for anyone sending us sound bites that they like.
I'll tell you what. Right now, let's go ahead and sing together. Shit we hate. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Shit we hate. There we go. All right. We left enough silence there.
There you go.
So, Kevin, whatever you did the last time, we just gave you a better example. Pull that shit.
Yeah.
See if we can get a better example.
And
Because
tell him,
I want him to be fully represented. And if he wants, like, you know, I don't know if he does this, like, often or, like, professionally. If he wants his name thrown out there, we will throw his name out there. But pretty much now we assume that nobody wants to be associated with us.
Also, put some respect on our name.
We've had multiple guests that want to remain anonymous.
yeah, so many people. They think that this is going to
totally understand why.
No, I don't.
This is
because
horrible for your future.
No, is this going to blow up? Like, no one's going to be like. They're not going to become like
It
an
might
important
eventually.
person.
Did you be honest? Did you think that like by the end of this year we would have dozens of subscribers?
Dozens and dozens.
No. Only when we get to 48 do we have dozens and dozens.
Jesus.
We have dozens and dozen right now. We have 42.
But yeah, no, I
And
expected.
apparently we have Caleb to thank for that because he is just strong-arming people over there. He's at work and he's just like, hey, you need to check this out. Here, pull it up right now. And then he's like clicking the subscribe button on their phone like as they're sitting there.
So he's cheating.
So my friend Chase, that I was good friends with in El Paso, his mom is a subscriber now. I found that out. That cracks me up.
All right.
So
Well,
shout out to you.
Do you know her name?
I do know her name, but I'm not gonna.
Just throw out her first.
Valerie. So shout out to you.
Thank you for
Valerie.
listening, Valerie.
Thank you for listening. This episode is dedicated to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought that was hilarious
And
because
your
like I got a
sweet,
message. She's
sweet-
like, by the way, your podcast is hilarious. And then I was, working on the page a little bit, and I saw that she was a subscriber, and I was like, holy shit, that's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
So I've never even met her, but I've heard a lot about her because I'm good friends with Chase. So it's nice to know that our demographic is more than childish boys. It's nice to know that there are actual adult human beings out there that listen to this shit.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder about his mother, though. Like, I'm sure she's nice, but if she's listening to us,
I mean, she did father Chase, so
that's what I'm
there's
saying.
obviously
So there's something going on.
There's something. I mean, she holds it together well.
Yeah.
She seems respectable. Has a
Right.
great job, but there's something in there. There's a darkness. There's a darkness.
We're her dirty secret.
Exactly. She'd be like, I'm gonna need you to edit my name out of your fucking podcast. Pull the video down now. You don't understand what the fuck I'm capable of.
To be honest with you, Valerie,
Valerie.
if you send Yale a death threat through our email, then we will take it down. But I want
No.
that death letter.
No.
I want it.
We will
That would be
read
awesome.
it live on the air.
No, that'd be
if we
sweet.
receive death threats like hate mail, like
Oh,
actual hate mail,
that'd be so great.
Oh my god. Like I said, we need to just push the envelope. We are getting way off topic. We were supposed to do I fucking love it. I love that I can do that. I'm gonna make so many fucking soundboards.
I know.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna fart just so that I can have farts whenever. I'll fart into the microphone. If you have a fart, make sure you fart on this episode.
I don't fart. All right, go ahead.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you shit yourself every time.
What do you hate?
Okay. Number one, shit that I hate is overly religious people that have a holier than thou attitude. Like, whenever somebody says anything slightly off color, like they want to come down on you and slam on you, like this is not what Jesus. But not only that, even worse than that are people that used to be fun and interesting and then became super religious.
Did they found the light?
They found the light,
Yeah.
and like they are shitting on people who are doing the things that they used to do.
Right.
Look, if you think that like, you're doing the right thing and you found Jesus and that's all fine, and you want to like gently try and nudge, fine. But if you're looking down your fucking nose at people, being a hypocrite because they are doing the same shit that you used to do back when you were fun, you're an asshole. Like this girl we know, leave her name out of it, but you know her. You already know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Made this, Kanye West is all
Kanye West.
about Jesus now
Yeah.
with his newest album.
Which is, it's so
He's
fake.
found Jesus again.
It's
He,
so
he calls
fake. We'll
himself
get into that.
Jesus, which is like
He's
straight up blasphemous. But
He has called himself Jesus, like legitimate, not Jesus. Jesus. He has called himself Jesus multiple times. And
Yeah.
he said that he is a god. At one point, he said he's a god.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
That dude's got serious mental health issues. Like everybody's, questioning, like how good is his music now? But the dude has got serious mental health issues without question. Like that's not even up for debate. This dude has got some serious shit going on
no,
upstairs.
is it, or is he just, is he smart? Because right now he's
He
selling.
married a fucking Kardashian, man. I don't care if you're
That's-
smart or not.
That's good. That's good.
I understand that
product placement
probably
right there.
makes great business
Yep.
sense, but god damn, is that just the worst life ever?
Sure.
God,
But
that's the
think
worst
about
life.
it. Think he's selling those fucking sneakers, the Yeezys, and
Yeah.
if you know one thing,
Now
if you want people to
now
be
they stitch little crucifixes into them.
if you want someone
There's a
to
crucifix at the end of each shoelace.
if you want someone to be loyal,
Every
you want
pair
some-
comes with a handheld Bible.
Okay, are you got them all out?
Yeah, I promise not to interrupt you again.
Okay, it's going to happen again as soon as I go. But his following is this whole segment is shit I hate.
I hate being interrupted by a fucking asshole.
No, I think him getting a following of quote unquote religious people is going to be great for his brand because the fanatics they'll buy a bunch of bullshit.
I don't
Look at the
think
Catholic
this is good
Church.
for his brand. I'm not going to listen to the album. I've just heard
Oh,
other
no,
people talk about
absolutely
it.
not.
You know Andrew Schultz, right?
Yeah.
He's the fucking man. He talked about it. He's not a fan. He's my guide into white people being involved in black culture. So
Oh, I don't give a shit.
yeah.
I'm not going to listen to it at all.
So if he's saying it's shitty, then I'll agree with that.
Although Jesus Walks is a good
You know what
song. but,
Charlemagne actually said? He said that he said that it's a really good album, except for Kanye. He's like, Kanye's the worst part of the album.
Okay, so that's good. I mean, I'm against Charlemagne, but that's good.
Really?
Yes, of course I am.
I love it. You don't watch Brilliant Idiots?
No,
It's a good podcast.
we
man.
don't.
You gotta watch that shit.
Nope, I will not.
Why?
Because, oh, and I'll tell you. Because him and Eminem have beef, and I am solely Eminem.
I wonder why does he have beef with Eminem?
Oh, he gave Eminem Donkey of the Day,
For what?
his revival CD,
Mm.
and Eminem went after him. It's been a long ongoing thing where Charlemagne insults Eminem, Eminem raps about him, and then it's a big cycle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are a big stan. You are an
yeah.
Eminem dick riding stan for sure.
I'm a stan. That's for sure.
I know. I remember when I bought an Eminem shirt, and you basically bullied me into giving it to you in college. Like, not bullied me, but like guilt tripped me.
I
I'd be like,
guilt-tripped
"That's a
you.
cool shirt, man. I really wish I had one like that."
No.
And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, it's over at this place," and it's like, "Yeah. I can't really afford it right now."
That was the point.
And he
That's
was
the
like,
point.
"Yeah, man.
And
I
you
don't-
went
I
and
don't really
bought it.
have it." No, I already bought the shirt, and then you.
Yeah.
And
wow.
then, like, somehow Jedi mind tricked me into
right.
fucking giving you, like, that's your superpower.
Yeah, I still have it.
That's your fucking superpower, is getting people to do things for you. And when I win this competition, not if, when I win this competition, that's going to be included in the fucking speech that you have to read. It's
You're
going
just
to be,
telling everyone your
Yale
speech.
is better than me. Yeah.
I'll re-
Yale's better than me.
Hey, I'm a good actor. I will read it sincerely.
Yeah.
I played. I was in theater 1 year in high school. I was in a play.
Good for you, bud.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got acting experience, is what I'm saying.
I don't think I've ever been in a play. No. Maybe like the closest thing would be is like I wore a carrot on my head during a choir concert.
Okay, what?
I don't know.
That's not-
Everybody was a vegetable. I don't get it. Like literally
What are you
everybody wore like
guys
a
singing-
cutout of a vegetable on
You
their
guys
head.
singing Veggie Tales songs?
I don't even remember. I just remember having to wear a fucking carrot around my head.
Because it's traumatizing.
It was like
Why
a
would you do that?
cardboard cutout carrot, and I have no idea. I cannot remember.
That's the
having to
only
watch it.
because it's traumatizing. That is why you remember that more than what you were singing.
It wasn't really traumatizing. I
It's
think
tr-
I just think
yeah.
it was dumb.
It's exactly. Dumb, traumatizing, same fucking thing.
Yeah, I can't really even tell the difference
That's
anymore at this
right.
point. But yes, so that is my main pet peeve about religious people is like being over the top. And she made this point about like,
He's gonna reach
He
so many
went-
people.
he went from saying I am God to Jesus is God, like, or Jesus is King, and all this stuff, and it's like over the top, overzealous. Like there are so many similarities between a conservative, hardcore Christian and a diehard left social justice warrior, and that they are both super sensitive to specific topics, and they will go overboard back at you. And I love equally pissing both groups off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like poking the bear. It's just like anything that you can say. Like you already know the list of things that you can say that would just make them lose their goddamn mind.
There's not often like I often don't have a strong opinion about certain topics. It's just if I see someone getting worked up about one side of the topic, I'm instantly on the other side of that topic. Like that's just how I do my life.
Exactly. Like even like, and they'll still get upset when it's obvious that you're kidding.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be like, you shouldn't joke
It's
like
not
that.
even funny. That's not funny. My mom's like that.
Yeah. No, she is.
She is absolutely like that.
My mom thinks it's hilarious when you and I go back and forth. By the way, I've been telling my mom to avoid this podcast for the longest time.
Yeah.
I finally showed her the kittens clip
Yeah.
because I don't say anything bad. I don't feel bad showing her that because her sense of humor is fine for that stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't want her to hear her baby boy talking about, fucking
Jerking off to a
fucking
workout video.
fucking gutter sluts and,
Yeah.
banging his mattress when he was a kid. Like, I don't want him to hear those stories.
Right.
Which are, available on our earlier episodes. Please feel free to go back and revisit those. I'm just always plugging. I'm always plugging. You know what we need? We need stickers. So I can just slap it up somewhere and people will be like, whoa, what's that?
Oh, I thought stickers for like, because my
a
grandma's
podcast?
really into stickers, so I didn't know if you were talking
Yeah,
about like
yeah,
old
yeah.
people. We want to get the older generation.
Yeah, I'm into your grandma. I mean, I'm into stickers. Yeah. What?
Why is your throat making that noise?
That's what I do, bro.
That's what I do, brah.
I do, bruh. So I think there was another shit
Well-
that we hate. Ooh, I do. Do you have a follow-up to this?
Kind of, it's the same person, but this
yeah.
was a long time ago. I don't like when people like feel like it's not. If you check in once on you know how people can check into a location on Facebook.
Right.
People that check in like they'll go 4 times a week to the gym and they check in every single time they're at the gym to let everyone know they're there.
Well, that's keeping them on track because if they stop checking in, it's ensuring, that they keep it up and keep it going. Because if you check in every time, they'd be like, oh man, everybody's going to know that I've been skipping out on the gym. I was like, this way, it keeps me motivated. I like it. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's horrible, and I think you're stupid, and I think that people, it doesn't give you extra credit. Like you don't get an extra 2 sit-ups if you go to the gym and then you check in. Like we all know that. Okay, I'm about to get a little sexist. We all know that females go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And get on a treadmill or get on a bike and call it a day.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's pretty true. They might do some cardio, some
Dude.
box jumps, but I mean,
I've seen a lot of bad bitches outworking me. Like there's a lot of times I've been in there and I was planning on leaving, and then I seen that girl like fucking going in there doing work. And
Okay.
I'm just like, God damn it, I gotta stick around. And I was like, I want to earn her love.
okay, so I'll give you that. There may be some, but the ones I see checking in are on a bike or on a
Oh
treadmill.
yeah. They'll hit the elliptical for 30 minutes.
Exactly.
And then
Which is
spray a little water in their face. They'll be like,
Which, to be
hashtag
com-
gains.
yeah. Well, to be completely honest, that's
Bitch, you're
I
always
mean,
skinny. Shut up.
well. My thing is like that's more than I have ever done since college.
Yeah.
But when I go to something that's bettering myself, I don't put it on Facebook. I don't have to check in.
The one thing I'll
I'm
tell
not-
you another one for people that post shirtless selfies on fucking Facebook. That shit drives me insane. Have some fucking self-respect.
So I have been thinking about doing that lately.
Yours would be
legitimate.
funny.
That's exactly the point.
Yours would be
Yes.
hilarious. And just go
Yeah.
like hashtag gains, but you can't get your arm all the way up to flex over your shoulder. So
Right.
like your arm just is like
That's
halfway
exactly how
covering
it-
up your bars.
Like, you can't see what he's doing, but that's exactly how it would look.
And then you post a photo of you like healthy. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to do a side by side where you put up one with you where you were at your healthiest and like best looking, and then but now and go hashtag gains.
I really thought, because it's taken me a while to get used to how I look now,
Yeah.
with my scar and everything. And I've thought about recently just like putting up a picture and just being like, just
Everybody
feeling
is
myself today.
Everybody is beautiful.
Right. Love your body.
Love your body. Everybody is beautiful.
I'm glad that you like the idea as much as I thought
I love it.
some people would like
I
it.
really want you to do like a hashtag gains.
Yeah.
And then get shit on, and then the very next post be everybody is beautiful. Like you just do a complete 180 where you're just like, oh, that didn't go well. You guys shouldn't shame people.
That's right. That's right.
And you shouldn't put up shirtless selfies.
I hear. What's going to happen is it's
Because when people post those shirtless selfies,
Yeah.
they're looking for, oh, damn.
Every time.
Look at you. Like, you are literally plugging in and saying, I'm going to post this.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to give me positive feedback and say that I am super attractive and super buff.
not me though.
And good shape.
No.
And then I'll get what I want and I feel good.
That's not me.
And when somebody steps outside of that, they go,
All the fucking social justice warriors. Yeah, they go crazy. Yeah, that's when I think about it, is when I see someone posting something, or like the girl that's like clearly
Yeah.
dressed up a little bit, and she's like, I'm a mess, but I guess this will work. Like,
hashtag no makeup. I was like, I
Right.
can see your fucking eyeliner, you lying piece of shit.
Right.
Hashtag a shitload of makeup.
the selfie and a quote, that way
my
everyone, you are so beautiful, girly. And I think,
And this is for a specific listener. People that get song lyrics and live, laugh, love
Nice, yeah.
tattooed on themselves.
Yeah.
That's also another example of
so,
I love it. I love that I can do it.
yeah. Yeah. People do that shit all the fucking time, and it's awful. And I think that if you are not an attractive person,
Yes.
and you post like a selfie, you should be able to tell your friends, you don't have to go on there and say I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't need your compliments.
I don't need you to lie to me. Just say, hey, I like this picture,
You know what I'm going to do?
or
Nobody will be able to pick up on it. I'm just going to say like a number, and that's going to be their 1 out of 10 rating. Like whenever they post a picture, and they'll be like, I don't get it. I'll never respond. Like somebody will like take like a selfie, and then I'll go like 4. And they'll be like, what?
they're clearly
get
one
it.
graded. They clearly want graded. That's a great thing to do.
And they will have no idea.
Yeah.
4. I won't say 4 out of 10 because that'll give away what I'm doing.
Sure.
I would just say 4.
Yeah. And you know what?
Because
And that's
4 is
perfect.
hurtful. 4 is saying you are less attractive than most people.
Okay, so I know this is kind of
But it's still like towards the middle, so it's realistic. Because like if you say like 1, okay, you're just being a dick. But if you say 4, that's close enough to the middle, but also still uglier than most. That's the most hurtful number.
5
right there.
and 6 is the bulk of people, right? 5
Yeah,
and 6. So
exactly.
you're under the bulk of people.
Exactly.
That 4 is right
Yeah.
there. That hurts.
Yes, you were uglier than most.
Yeah. Me and a couple of my friends did this the other day, where we took another guy friend, and I know it's kind of weird to do this with, but
You blew him?
we thought this was fun.
You fucked him in the butt? No,
I mean,
obviously you're a bottom. He fucked you.
Yeah, we ran a train, but
You had the train ran on you
yes.
though.
Well, yeah, I said it was a couple friends. Yeah. No. We graded him, but we graded him. You know, we did that. You know, scale of 1 to 10. But we gave the point. You get 0.5s and stuff like that. But we took him and we said, if you were just walking up to him on the street, what would he be at? And then we started there, right? And then we're like, okay. And then they find out this about him, and it was all negatives.
Oh no.
We just drove him down. You know, we find out that he doesn't have a vehicle. Take it down. We find out that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun just destroying this guy we knew. And we liked this guy, but we just destroyed him.
Do I know this guy?
Yes.
Give me a hint.
Well, you've met him before.
Junior? Is
No.
it Junior?
No.
Is it Junior's brother?
Yeah.
Junior's older brother?
No.
Who is it?
No, I'm not going to tell you because yeah, it is Junior. He doesn't listen.
Oh no, we'll bring him on and we'll talk about it. Here's the thing, dude.
It's funny.
The best way to show true friendship is saying the shit to their face. I was like, that's why you and I say shit to each other's face. If we were to say this behind each other's back, then, you know, we're fucking evil, mean people. You don't say this shit behind somebody's back. That's why being able to talk shit to somebody's face. That's why you should say the N-word in a black person's face to show that you are truly woke and like
And you're
good friends
them.
with
You're
them.
one of them.
So if you don't yell
Yeah.
the N-word in a black person's face,
Mm-hmm.
but you sing it, you know, alone in your car,
Right.
you know, you're a racist. You know, you're treating that person differently
Bad
because they're
people.
black,
Yeah.
and that's unacceptable. And another example of
What else is next?
I have one more shit we hate that we didn't get to. We went off on a rant on it,
good.
but I have one more. So I'm not gonna do the jingle again. All right, I promise I'm not gonna do the jingle again. Okay. The other example, I lied. Sorry. The other example is women who are overconfident when it comes to fighting men. Not just women that,
like fighting.
women
okay.
that think they can win. So, you know, women, you know, that's another example of shit we hate is that, you know, women
try
that
to
attack
fight,
men
yeah.
knowing that they can't hit them back.
Sure.
Like that's fucking, that's another example.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. I fucking absolutely
I
hate
think we
it.
should be able to call
Like,
the cops, and
no.
they should be able to tase
Exactly.
them just for
I
trying.
swear to God, if a woman does that to me, I'm calling the cops just to fucking set a precedent of like, yeah, you can get in trouble for this shit too. Don't sit there and hide behind your fucking gender. And I was like, that's sexist as fuck. True equality is being able to beat the shit out of women. But anyway,
That's
the one I'm
true.
talking about, women that think that they can take men legitimately when they have absolutely no idea how to fight.
Well, I mean, I do know that maybe my cousin would be able to beat my ass. She's in the gym quite a bit.
Hold on, you don't count, okay? I would say most women can beat your ass just because like they're able to move like a normal human being.
You think that, but then you get someone like if I did fight like my fiance.
She would work your bitch ass.
I
Do you
don't
realize
think
how
so.
much pent up rage she has? Here's the thing,
I've seen her try to.
she's a sweetheart. So you've never seen her blow up, but I am telling you that woman is holding on to a fucking time bomb of rage.
No.
That is eventually going to burst. And I'm saying physically, she would dominate you without question. We're not even joking anymore. This is real shit. She would fucking destroy you.
She won it.
She would destroy
She
you.
won it, and what's going to happen is you're talking shit for her, so she gets smacked when I get home. Like, don't do that to her.
That's how I'm
gotta
gonna
set my
handle
precedents.
all grudges. It was like I'm gonna be like, oh wow, freaking Audrey stepped on my toe on accident when we walked through. You know what she said? You know, when I was home, she said she would fucking she farts on your pillow when you're not around. She's been fucking around.
That doesn't do
you can just
anything.
go home and beat her. Here's the thing: you trying to beat Audrey would be quite possibly the funniest thing I've ever witnessed, because it wouldn't be domestic abuse. You'd be like, hey, oh, did I have a fly on my face? Oh, thanks. And you'd be like, no, I'm hitting you.
You're opening up her to a world of pain.
No, you're opening yourself up to a world of pain, because if you attack her, she's gonna fucking take you to the ground.
Look,
and she's
my
gonna fucking
my
fuck
point
up your face.
is the fact that she has zero to no knowledge of how to fight or the want to fight. Girls just pull hair typically, or scratch. they're not going to win a fight against a man. I'm with you. That's what I was.
Hair
that was the
pulling.
point.
Yeah,
I was
and
trying to make.
and her thing, and I was like, we were having a conversation, and she said like she didn't think she would win. She just said like it would be kind of a contest. And I was like,
against you though?
yeah, and I was like,
Oh, that's
no.
silly.
I'm like, no, like I would destroy you.
You would leg sweep and then
And she
kick
was-
her in the face.
And I was like, I wouldn't even have to throw punches.
No.
And I was just like, I could grapple you, and like you could have no rules, and I could have no striking, and I would be able to strangle you. And I'm just like, no. And I was like, I do not have a lot of training, but I have way more than you do, and that was my point. But she was just like, oh, because I'm a woman, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no. Let me be clear. Ronda Rousey would rip my fucking arm off in an arm bar.
For sure. Well, anyone in the UFC
Holly
will knock
Holmes
you the
would
fuck
kick
out.
my head
Yeah.
clean off my fucking shoulders.
Anyone-
Amanda Nunes would beat me into a bloody pulp. Chris Cyborg, all these bitches.
Actually, Amanda
would-
Nunes beating you up is a really funny aspect.
She would, too.
She would just put you
She
right into
would
the fucking floor.
dude. She's a bad fucking
But
bad motherfucker.
that knock
She's
it down,
terrifying.
But knock it down to
But
any
anyway,
UFC woman fighter, they'll knock you the fuck out.
exactly.
Yeah.
I would
And
say
no-
I would
so
say
I
pretty
know-
much all of them. The
Yep.
karate hottie, she is fucking
Don't matter.
gorgeous.
Yep.
But anyway, all of them would fuck me up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you're a woman. It's because you don't know shit about fighting.
Right.
You punch with your palm up and look away. You literally like look away like gay Spider-Man trying not to get his web in his hair. He's like, I'll have to take a picture of this and include it in the episode of what I'm talking about when I'm saying punch and the gay Spider-Man
So,
trying not to get his web in his face. But
So,
that's
yeah,
why
a
I
random
would fuck
bar
you up.
slut is not going to be able to.
No, this is not a random bar slut. You know who this is.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah. So she legitimately thought that, and I was like, you don't know shit about fighting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have very little training, but I have training. Also, I'm bigger than you. Also, I'm faster. I was like, she's athletic, and I will say that like we wrestled once, and she impressed me. She was definitely quicker and stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
But not quick and strong enough to stand a chance. Not even close. It was just be like, oh, it's like wrestling an adult woman rather than an adult teenager. Okay, got it.
You said an adult teenager.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. 18 and 19.
No.
Those are adult teenagers.
No. They're adults. As soon as you hit 18, I think you're an adult.
What I said was 100% accurate.
I know. But
What I said was 100% factually accurate, and you're just upset.
no,
Stop
I'm not
grasping at
upset.
straws.
But it
You're
is
clearly
something
upset.
that I hate. I'll tell you that. So many people are going to be annoyed by that, and I don't mind.
Annoyed by what?
I don't mind. It annoys me every time is listening to myself.
Oh, so you
continue.
could say that it's
Stop. I hate the fact that I like talk afterwards.
I know.
You know?
Oh, you hate it?
Yeah,
That's included
Why not?
in the segment.
you missed it. But yeah, it's fucking females, man.
That's one of my
none
favorite
them want it-
pastimes.
None of them want. They don't want equality.
No, it's I saw a good point the other day that says woke culture is not ruining comedy; it's springing it forward as it always has. People are still hungry for the jokes that are way out of nowhere. That was Ricky Gervais that said that. There's a more of a presence because of social media, and there's a lot more people thinking that way. But there's still plenty of people that want the fucking off-color jokes. Like, being able to laugh at some of the darkest and hardest shit is my favorite thing about comedy and movies and stand-up and all that shit. It's my favorite thing of being able to look at something that is fucking awful and actually laugh at it.
Well, that's the point of it. That's the whole point of, I think, comedy is to like take something that's not supposed to be funny or something dark and then make it funny. But now people are like, I can't believe they would even why would you even bring up that topic?
Exactly.
People, and it's annoying as fuck.
And it's how I grew up, dude. Like, my dad making me laugh in the middle of a funeral. That's
Yeah.
how I grew
Right.
up, roasting each other.
My
My entire family making fun of each other like constantly. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get a little nerdy and a little boring for a little bit.
Okay,
Do you remember back at Bluffton? Did you ever have to, the reading assignment you were supposed to do before you showed up?
Probably not.
Yeah, I didn't do it either.
Sure.
Which meant that I had to read it during class when we were already supposed to have read it. But one of the things, or no, this was for Christian values actually, which is the notebook that I write all my jokes in. And it was a story about this guy went out and found like the biggest bull possible and killed it for this tribe in some remote village. And they were all like shitting on it and be like, oh, this bull is too big. This meat's going to be all tough. And he's just like, man, I did a fucking great thing. I'm going to feed so many fucking people. Like, how the fuck they do this? And then he finds out that the actual culture of that tribe is that's what they do. They shit on each other. That's their culture, so that nobody becomes arrogant. Nobody gets a big head. Nobody thinks they're better than everybody else. Whenever somebody, does something great, we all know that's great. Fucking back it back down, all right? Don't fucking
take
think
it
that you're
down
better
a
than
notch.
everybody.
All right, quit checking in at the gym.
Thanks for the food, all right?
Right.
That bull was old and probably easy to kill.
We got it. You dressed up. You posted a selfie.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So their entire culture is humility. That's the whole thing. So if you think that I am being an asshole when I make fun of you, it's because you're arrogant and you have no humility and you think that you're better than everyone. So
I mean, you don't fight. You don't fight against facts. I am
Exactly.
better than everyone.
and that's a good message to leave this one on,
That I'm better than everyone.
is that you are not better than us. We are better than you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Suck our fucking dicks.
Welcome to the den
So
of
that's a welcome.
debauchery.
We got to put the outro.
Yeah, I'll put the outro after this.
Yeah.
But didn't that sound so cool? It sounded really cool.
So the
Everybody
fact that
was
it's
like,
live
Yeah,
is something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna stop playing, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna still be talking. And
Right.
it's gonna be way less cool.
Right.
So now it's
I
not
mean,
as cool.
yeah, we're
because
kinda-
now it's faded out.
Yeah.
And now it's not as cool.
Right.
Now it's not as cool.
It's over. It's the coolness is gone.
You know what else we fucked up with?
Yeah.
We did like fucking 18 different shit we hates that could have lasted us like several episodes, and now I'll have nothing for the next episode.
I hate it because we get into we just get into these rants, man.
We go on to these rants, and then when am I supposed to be able to play this jingle the
Yeah.
next time?
This one? Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to play this jingle. I want to be able to play that, but like, how are we supposed to be able to if I can't come up with examples?
I cannot wait. Let's talk about what we are excited for the next one. That either you and I, whatever the next episode holds, whether it's
The next
guest
episode should be the
or,
competition. We made it.
Um,
And I think we should save
that's not
25.
an episode, is it? Or is it just?
Yeah, that's going to be an episode.
I
We're going
thought
to
that was
film
just
it,
a
and then we're
film.
going to turn it into an episode. Like, we'll splice it all together, and then if I can get the editing to work proper,
Sure.
like, we'll record like a very short podcast. Like, we'll see how much time that takes up, and then the rest of the hour we'll record a short one after it.
This is what I'm excited for. I am excited for you to get the audio of that porno.
Yes,
And use it
yes, I'm going to
as a
isolate
soundbite.
that. Oh, I got to get my protein. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. So
That's exciting.
that's exciting. The competition, drinking / eating Olympics is exciting. Having Junior back is also exciting because he has apparently even worse stories. So I don't.
It's not worse. They're not
One of
worse.
them's worse. One of them's
Well,
definitely worse.
The one I told you about before. Or
the
are you
one
talking
of
about-
a certain.
Yeah. Okay.
That's worse.
No. That's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was thinking about. The one I'm thinking about is pathetic and sad. Over being
You just
worse.
described his entire life.
Exactly. So pretty much he's just going to give us his life. Really, what
We
should do,
we love you, buddy. We love you.
We should do like the Joe Dirt Chronicles with him.
That's a
And
great
just have him,
idea.
like-
We just start back and it's oh my
Yeah.
god, that's a beautiful idea.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Junior Dirt.
Junior
Junior Dirt. That'll be the next one. I love it. That's such a great idea. Okay, so yes. And also having BJ back to tell the story about a disgraced Republican anti-LGBTQ lawmaker that tried, who was a man,
Who slid in.
who slid into his DMs and was trying to hook up and was forced to resign.
Not because
and
of him,
also
though.
got divorced, I believe is the rumor, but he did resign. And
Not because of
the
BJ.
rumor is that he was doing people in his office, but definitely inappropriate behavior towards male staffers. This person has inside knowledge and will be able to provide it to us in a full-length podcast. By the way, he had all this information and didn't bring it up in the last one. He wants to try and show voicemails of a sweet, innocent girl that did nothing wrong.
She's sweet because of all the candy she eats.
That was a good one. And that is a great way to end the episode. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And like the video. Stop what you're doing and like it.